Here's something nobody wants to admit. Most marketers are making decisions based on data that is wrong. Not a little wrong, not rounding error wrong, like confidently, expensively, catastrophically wrong. And the worst part, their dashboards look totally fine. Hey, I'm Keith Perhac, founder of SegMetrics. I've spent the last decade helping coaches, creators, and agencies figure out what's actually going on in their marketing, and more importantly, why their numbers don't add up. Today, I'm going to give you 6 principles that will completely change how you think about marketing data. These are things that I wish someone had told me 10 years ago. Master these, and you will be ahead of 98% of marketers who are just kind of vibing with bad data. Let's go. Principle 1, the click is just the beginning. Most analytic tools track the click. Someone clicks your ad, lands on your page, opts in, and the tool goes, great, we got one. And that's where the tracking stops. That is also where the interesting stuff starts. Because here's the thing, the lead who buys 6 months later looks identical to the lead who never buys at this point in the opt-in. Same ad, same landing page, same email sequence. You can't tell them apart until you track what happens in between the two. Your revenue lives downstream. Your data has to go down there too. If your analytics only covers the top part of your funnel, the acquisition part, you don't have marketing analytics, you have traffic analysis. Honestly, traffic doesn't pay the bills. Next principle, if you're using fragmented tools, you have a fragmented view of what's happening. Okay, real quick, show of hands. How many platforms do your marketing results live in right now? Facebook Ad Manager, Google Analytics, your email platform, your CRM, Stripe. 5 platforms, 5 different numbers, 5 different stories, and they all disagree. Most businesses don't have an actual data problem. They have a fragmentation problem. The data exists. It's just scattered across all these systems that don't talk to each other. And when you try to reconcile them, you get a headache. A single source of truth isn't a luxury at this point. It's the foundation that everything else is built on. Without it, every decision you make is based on whichever number you happen to look at last. Principle 3, averages lie, segments don't. What's your average ROAS? Whatever number just popped into your head, it's hiding something. The reason is that averages flatten everything. Your best campaigns and your worst campaigns go in, they get stirred together, and what comes out is this perfectly mediocre number that doesn't actually describe anything. The big insight is always in the segments, in the outliers. Which traffic source produced buyers with the highest 6-month LTV? Which email sequence is generating revenue? Which audience converts? Drill down into these numbers, and so they actually mean something. If you're looking at a single aggregated metric and making decisions from it, you're making decisions based on noise. The data is telling you something. Averages just make it really hard to hear. Number 4, optimize for buyers, not leads. This one's super sneaky because optimizing for cost per lead feels like the right thing to do. Lower CPL equals more leads for the same budget equals good, right? Not necessarily. The cheapest lead is often the worst customer. And if you're optimizing for CPL, you are actively training your ad campaigns to find more of them. The question is never, how many leads did this campaign generate? The question is, how much revenue did this generate and over what time frame? Cost per lead is really a vanity metric if you don't know which leads become customers. Until you close that loop from ad click all the way to actual revenue, you're flying blind. And you're probably rewarding the wrong campaigns for it. Principle number 5, don't trust your ad platforms. Facebook measures Facebook's performance. Google measures Google's performance. TikTok measures TikTok's performance. In other words, every platform is grading its own homework. What happens when you run ads on all 3 and a customer sees a Facebook ad, clicks a Google ad, and ends up buying from an email? Well, Facebook takes credit. Also, Google takes credit. And your email platform takes credit. And when you add it all up, somehow you've attributed one sale 3 times. Someone is wrong, right? Maybe everyone's wrong. This is why you absolutely need a third-party, single source of truth to arbitrate what actually happens, one that's not financially motivated to overclaim, right? If you're making budget decisions based on what Facebook says Facebook does, you are not getting an objective answer from Facebook. Last one, number 6, make sure you have good data. And this is where I want to slow down for a second, because this is one that most people get wrong. There are 3 things that make data actually good, and I call them the 3 A's. First, is it accurate? And I mean verifiably accurate, not probably right, not close enough. If your dashboard said you made 53 sales last month, you should be able to click on that number and see 53 names, 53 emails, and 53 customer journeys. That's the bar. If you can't verify it, you don't actually know if it's true. Second, is it accessible? I've seen companies with beautiful data, perfectly clean, living in a data warehouse completely useless because it takes a data scientist 3 days to pull a report. Perfect data that nobody can use is not good data. It has to be fast, easy, and shareable. Third, is it actionable? This is the big one. The standard for good data isn't, is it correct? It's, does it tell me what to do next? If you look at your dashboard and you can't answer the question, okay, so what should I change? Then something's wrong. Data that doesn't lead to decisions is just expensive noise. There you go. 6 principles. The click is just the beginning. Kill the fragmentation, segment everything, optimize for revenue, not for leads, distrust your ad platforms, and hold your data to the 3 A's. If you want to put these principles into work for your actual marketing data, that's exactly why we built SegMetrics. You can try it free for 14 days at segmetrics.io. We'll help you set it up, and you'll start seeing your full funnel all the way from your first click to lifetime revenue in one single place. Links in the description. And if you want more videos like this, we've got a whole library of marketing analytic deep dives on the channel. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.